Good morning, gentlemen. It's that time of year again. Just a quick video. Some of you, it seems like, forgot we had voted to go salary draft at the end of the year last year, which is okay. Not everyone pays attention to everything or remembers it. So, for what it's worth, we're doing a salary draft this year. It's going to be a $200 budget. That's a standard usually in most leagues. And I just created a little sheet to show you how I kind of help myself during the draft, so I don't lose track of how much money I got. That, because you kind of want to allocate a decent amount of money to each position group. Certainly, you can spend more where you want at times, but it does help to have a little template made out so you can kind of monitor where you're spending. With that, I'll get right to it so this video isn't too long, and I'll show you my template that I use, and then I'll even show you at the end my sheet from last year from Nick's league, which does run a third starting running backs, a little bit bigger league, so going prices are a little bit cheaper than probably what our league's going to go for guys, but it should be pretty similar. And here we go. So as you can see, you have to come up with something. It could be anything, but I changed this on scratch paper a few times, but for now I'm just going with the standard. I'm going to allot $65 for my quarterbacks. Maybe a target for me is to see if I can get a good one at $45 and then maybe have up to $20 left. Potentially I go after like a Josh Allen or a top 5 QB, and maybe I wind up spending $55. In that case, I'm going to subtract $10 from this spot then to try to stay close to my budget. So then if I spent $55 on Josh Allen, I may try to only spend $10 on my QB2 if possible. Unless I can come up with some extra savings at these other position groups throughout the draft, then I can always allot more money back to that position if I want. The other option is maybe I find a really good QB that I like and I get him for 38 or 40 bucks. Then I'm under budget, and that $5 extra, I mark $5 under my extra column. Now I know I have extra dollars to allot to any of these other positions. And then really it's just the same thing. So running backs, I said 50, receivers, I had said 68. In the end, I may go 20 at wide receiver 1 if the right one is there. I might try to target a $20 or $25 receiver earlier in the draft, and if I feel comfortable, now I've just come up with a lot of extra dough that I can allot to these other spots, or even a second QB, or even some dollars to my bench. The reason I started down here is because you have to spend a minimum of $1 per player, and so minimally you're going to spend $5 on your bench, $1 for kicker, $1 for defense. I just threw a few extra bucks on these two to give me a little wiggle room. So that was $17. I subtracted that, and it let me know that I had $183 left to spend on my top 3 position groups. You can do this however you want. This is just how I did it. If you look over here, you'll see last year, as the draft wears on, I typically write in, or this was 2 years ago, I typically write in who my pick was. So I got Josh Allen in Nick's league for $48. I didn't start doing it this way until last year, so I couldn't find my sheet from last year. But as the draft wears on, I'm constantly adjusting. I'll mark down what my actual price was that I got this position for, and then I will adjust this, and I'll have money in the extra column, or potentially I'm down money and then I have to show a negative balance, meaning I got to take that off of somewhere else. But this is where you can see I wound up getting Josh Allen for $48 that year. I got Baker Mayfield for $16, and he was almost league MVP. So you can get some really good deals on some really good guys. My running backs, I went really budgeted. You can see, I believe that cost me that year. So I now allot more money than that to the running back position. You can get a lot of good tight ends for $1. Kincaid probably did not pan out. So just letting you guys see what I got going on there. Okay, that video wound up being 5 minutes, so I'm gonna cut that out here. If you guys got any questions, text me. And basically, the draft is the last Sunday in August 30th at 6:30 p.m. on a Sunday, so that I was trying to leave Labor Day weekend open for you guys this year if possible. So let me know if that date does not work for you though. Thanks.